Hey guys, this is J6.4, and on this video, we're going to look at another robot that we have in our portfolio. And this one only trades the the Euro US dollar. And it's going to show that hypothetically, with the back test, that it took $100 and turned it into $40,000 in a little bit under 36 months. Now, remember, this is a hypothetical strategy back test, and we're going to show you why we decided to put real money in this and test it with our in our small account portfolio. So let's take a look at what's going on. But before then, let's make sure that we pause here and we take a look at the disclaimer. Especially if you're new, you have to understand that we are not financial advisors and this is not financial advice. So let's go through a few of the small details. When it comes to our small account journey, we're always looking for uh, as small as 100% all in strategy. And what that means, that we use the highest risk settings within the program to test it with $100 so we can see how it moves in real market conditions, which you can't do with even a demo account, and you're definitely not going to do that with a strategy back test. All in simply means um, no human intervention. So if it's not programmed to shut it down during the news or even fundamental news and market fluctuations due to the unknown, like all these wars that's happening now. And just so you'll know, this is July 19th, no, July 20th, 2025. These are the milestones that we've set for ourselves. Well, small goals if everything goes the way that we would hope it would go. And that's $100 to $1,000, $1,000 to $10,000, $10,000 into $100,000. During that journey, if it all goes well, of course, we'll be adjusting the risk settings accordingly. So which one is this one? This is our op key. Get my little cursor here. There we go. The OpKey High Risk Eurobot. That's the name that we're giving it because we turned this into a private bot based on some of the tweaks that our programmers have made with it. We're going to show you our 2022 to 2024 back test. That's 3 years, 22, 23, and all of 24. And it shows that it took $100 and turned it into a little bit over $46,000, but we'll see. Then we're going to discuss how is it doing this year, January 1st to July 20th with the Trump effect. Those are all the tariffs, all of the volatility based on rumors and predictions on what the president or what Trump's going to do next. And it's going to show that if we would have started this on January 1st, that we would be underwater by $3. So we would have, if we put in $100 January 1st of this year, we would only have $3. So why would we even consider testing this with real money? Because there are so many accounts in what I call real world stocks, real world crypto that's absolutely demolished. So if I can walk away with only a $3 loss, with still the upside being tens of thousands of dollars, I'm going to risk the $100. Worst thing that can happen is I lose what? $100. So let's take a look at the back test. Okay, guys. Okay, here are the results from our strategy back test here. We ran this on PlexiTrade, and this, of course, this was a demo. Can't really run it on a live account. Remember, this is hypothetical demo account, so we're just going to give you our reasoning for putting $100 in it and jumping into the real market. Period is 1 hour. You can see right here, this is January 3rd, 2022, all the way through the end of 2024. So that's 3 years. And also, some of the important things to take a look at is the initial deposit. Right here, you see that it's $100. What else can we see here? That's important for us to see. There we go. Okay. You see our drawdowns are really not that bad. The maximum drawdown was like $32. So that means it went from $100 down to 60, $68, something along those lines. And then, of course, we had a relative drawdown of 49%. So we've seen this baby go all the way down, almost a 50% drawdown. Why is that important? If I have $1,000 in there, one of my expectations can be, I'm not saying that it is, but it could be that I can see $500 just evaporate until it recovers, which that's important for me to know that it's possible with this instead of me panicking. And again, that's why we put in the rule of 100% all in. No matter where it goes, if it doesn't destroy the $100 initial deposit, we're not going to touch it. All right, we're just going to let it do its thing. What else is important here? It had 8 losses during this three-year period. Now, one of the things that we look at every week, we go back and we run another strategy back test, and it's really important that our strategy back tests match the results of our real live account. So that's showing us that the program is not configured to do crazy shit. Okay, and now it's time to play a little what if. Now, we know that this year has been absolutely crazy just because those 3 years back, we saw these results that we want to achieve. But how does it perform under all of the stress? What's the stress test for 2025? All the tariffs, all the crazy stuff that's going on under this administration with the tariffs, with the little wars, with some of the international um, pressures. How's this particular robot? How's it performing? So this is what it would have looked like if we would have put $100 right here. As you can see, the $100. Here we go. The $100. And what's the time? I mean, what's the date? See that? This is January 1st or January 2nd, 2025, all the way through July 16th. So that's this year. So we would actually be down. Look at these deep losses, these big drawdowns. The thing about this EA, it is accurate because we only had 3 losses, but those 3 losses almost wipes us out. Because as you can see that the average trade, let's see, where's the average trade? The average loss trade is $61. Average winning trade, profit trade is only $4. So it takes 10 trades to make up for a loss, almost 10 trades, depending on even if I want to hedge it a little bit more or if I want to put some kind of recovery factor in it. But I'm just going to go all in $100 on the default settings because when it's working, it works really, really well. Again, worst case scenario, lose $100. Best case scenario, gain thousands of dollars. That's pretty good to me. All right. Now let's see what's going on today, like as this minute that we put real money in it. Okay, you can see here we're up 6% and we started this like July 8th. So a 6% gain is remarkable. So far, so good. Again, we don't know what the rest of the year because all the tariffs hadn't kicked in. There's still a lot of mystery around it, international tensions, but yet we're still trading the euro dollar. And so far, so good. We're looking at this is important, no drawdown right now. So in other words, we're just lucky so far. This month, only 6%. This year, 6%. Still, again, no drawdowns. And if you want our links to this, because this is still behind a firewall, but of course, our Patreon members, the paid members at least, they also get access to our MT4, at least an investor, because we want to be totally transparent. Nothing's going to be perfect. Now, you can join our Patreon for free to get some of our resources. But of course, if you want to be part of the SRG, which is the shared resource group, that will be paid. And that's where we split the cost of testing all of these and bringing them to you in trade copy format. So go out there and make some real money. I'm going to put this in this particular video. I'm going to start an update playlist on it just to see how far this thing carries. I mean, how far this thing carries us as far as profitability. Will it make us money, or will we lose the $100? Let's be transparent. Let's go out there and make some real money. Peace.